So today, we're going to show you how to sound like Johnny Marr from the Smiths. Johnny Marr, one of the most famous guitarists in the indie genre. He's played in an immense amount of bands. He's had great success with his solo band, but his real success and his real claim to fame was the Smiths. So we're going to try and sound like that. Starting with guitars, we're going to use this, the Fender Player 2 Jaguar. Of course, Johnny Marr has his solo Jags, and this will get us that really jangly sound that you want. Amps, we want something really loud, really clean. So we've gone with this, the Fender 62 Super. Plenty of power, plenty of volume, loads of clean headroom. And last but by no means least, pedals. I'm going to start with this, the Boss CS3 compressor. Uses a lot of compression on his guitar, so that can be always on, and that will help us get, again, a really jangly sound. One of the effects he is most synonymous with is chorus. It's been on almost every Smiths album that there's ever been. We're going to use the Boss CE5 Chorus Ensemble. Really great chorus, really versatile, will easily help us get that sound. The other effect is tremolo. Of course, on How Soon is now an iconic example of that effect. Now on that song, Johnny Marr put that guitar through 4 Fender Twin Reverb amps. Unfortunately, we don't have all of that at the store, but you can order on our website if you wanted to truly get the sound. Now we have got one second-hand, vintage 70s one, and the 62 Super does have tremolo built in. But if you only want one amp and your amp doesn't have tremolo, use this, the Boss TR2. Really great tremolo, really versatile, definitely will get the sound. Final effects we're going to put in is a bit of overdrive. Now, it wasn't used too often in the Smiths, but on songs like Panic and London, there was certainly some overdrive and distortion going on. We're going to use the Boss BD2. Now you may recognise this from one of our previous videos. It's a really great pedal for getting the sounds of that era. Really versatile, can do everything from light overdrive right the way through to high gain distortion. Let's get them all plugged in and see how they sound like. Final thing you're going to need is a capo. Any capo will do the job. Johnny would often be tuned to F sharp standard, be tuned a whole step up. Sometimes would even put a capo on the 2nd fret when he's tuned up to that. But you can pop this on the 2nd fret or the 4th fret, and you've got that tuning already there. So for setting up, the amp we've kept relatively flat EQ. The volume you can adjust to taste and neighbours. Compressor, we've actually found a picture online of Mr. Johnny Marr's pedal board. Overdrive, we've gone with tone at 12 o'clock. Drive backed off a bit, and volume to taste. Chorus, you want not too much rate, a bit more depth, plenty of mix. And the tremolo, you want the rate at about 1 o'clock, depth about 130, and you should all be good to go.